How's it, everybody? GOTENKS here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the perfect cooperation new stage against the GOTENKS. This one, finally, they gave us a challenge. The last couple of ones of this have been pretty easy, but this one we have to take down the fight using 6 fusion type characters, and we're already not starting off very well. Like, watch, this dude just did 120 mil to the 4s on their first turn. Yeah, this is crazy, because if that wasn't bad enough, this is only phase 1, and you guys can see the bombs on the field that we got to deal with. This is only phase 1. It gets worse from there. As we approach phase 2, we need to try to manage things as best we can. But he gets 100% attack and defense every single turn, making him harder and harder to kill and more dangerous as the turns go on. Alright, so we do have another super here on the 4s. See, now we would have been fine if that super was in slot 1. We would have taken no damage here. But now we obviously, we already took our damage, so at least we know the rest of the rotation is safe here. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so I mean, the basic strategy with the team he's set up here is, so we're running AGL Vegeta as our lead, since he does lead fused fighters with sub-lead for fusion, and then we have the friend Blue Goku, or actually no, for this one I think we're running friend LR4s, and you'll see why that's important there. So first phase is down. STR Gogeta is actually very helpful for this fight because GOTENKS can be attack and defense lowered. Alright, excellent. Yeah, okay, we are running double 4s, right, for that fused fighter lead. So those that are on Kamehameha work fine here, but everyone else, not as much. Okay, so we're going to grab that with Gogeta. We're going to grab that with the gods. I think this turn we should be okay should anyone here decide to take a super. But I would think maybe starting next turn is when we're going to be running into issues here. Alright, excellent. We get an additional super. Wow. Missing those crits. Yeah, so you definitely want a team that's high in additional damage here, as well as crits, because, I mean, as you can see here, even with type advantage, we're barely scratching him here. Okay. And here goes the super, post-super on the 4s. We should be good, even with the crit. Yeah, okay, safe. That's good. All right, and then here we go, 45 million on the SSJ4 Gogeta. All right, nice. And I mean, nice and see, even with that big damage we're doing here, we barely scratched his HP bar here. I think he has a billion HP, if I'm not mistaken. The GOTENKS does. He does have a billion HP. So this is gonna be tough. A billion HP on top of him getting the extra attack every turn and damage reduction every turn. Gonna make it harder and harder to kill him. As well, I think his super massively raises his attack, meaning any normals post-super deal increased damage. Alrighty, excellent. And one more on the gods. Perfect. Alright. Now, here's the trick here. On this next part, we are gonna have to try to make sure that we can get... We're gonna have to try to make sure that we can dodge any potential supers here. Oof, this is scary. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're gonna risk it. As long as the super isn't slot 1, the force should be okay. So let's risk it. Yeah, so we gotta dodge any potential supers here. And we're solid. We can move on. There we go. I mean, that's a normal, but we dodged. 5 dodge coming in clutch for no reason whatsoever. Alright, very nice. We get another super here. Alrighty, so quite a bit of supers here on the 4s. We just gotta hope that the super isn't post-super on them, and then it's actually on Gogeta, and we can counter. Okay, looks like it might be on Gogeta, which means 70% chance to counter. We might be in luck here. There we go. Alright, okay, Gogeta's doing a bit of damage, but again, as I said before, units with crit, very, very helpful here. And we get the counter. Perfect. And then, of course, we don't have to worry about ATL Gogeta taking any damage here. Perfect. Okay, and then next turn we start popping active skills. Well, at least transformation active skills. I don't want to pop any active skills till we actually get this Vegeta over there, in which case I think we'll pop the Gogeta active skill to increase our damage output. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so I think at this point we probably want to transform the Super Saiyan 4s because this is where it's going to start getting a little bit dangerous, and it does look like the Super's in the middle. So we're going to take a huge risk here, putting Gogeta on turn 3 here in slot 1 because we want to try to counter that super because it's not a Ki Blast super, so we have to try to counter it with Gogeta. Okay, so AGL Gogeta kind of in a good spot still, right? With that entrance up, he is still taking double digits here. There we go. Right, and we get that additional super. Alright, now hopefully Fizz Gogeta didn't action cancel there, because then we might not counter, and that would be bad. Okay, here goes. Alright, and we get the counter. So we didn't action cancel the counter, and boom. Okay, so hopefully STR Gogeta here, with the Rainbow Orbs, can survive the increased normals we're going to take here from GOTENKS. Oof. Okay, barely survived. But now we can start popping the active skills here. We get all 3. So, oh, this is very helpful because Gogeta, his active skill, the Int one, his active skill will actually lower the attack by 40%, which, and defense for that matter, which will make it easier not only to hit him, but make sure we take less damage. So, okay, this really works out. Alright, here we go. And now we get the Gogeta buff. And then, let's see. Okay, so let's pop the active skill here for the gods right after. Alright, so we've done quite a bit of damage here. We'll get 10 key shares with Fizz Gogeta. It's probably best just to, I mean, as much as we would love to get a counter here at the end, it is probably best to just run it as is and just, well, I mean, yeah, we don't even have to worry about attacking here. We literally are just going to action cancel it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Nice. There we go. All right, we get an additional super here. Alrighty, another super out of the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, so having him on rotation here with those high crit numbers really gives an advantage, right? We are, I don't want to say melting, but we're getting further with him down the HP bar than we are most of the other members. Excellent. And now the LR gods get theirs, and again, we won't have to worry about them taking damage because they're going to action cancel the only attack there in slot 3. Excellent. Alright, that should be one final attack from the gods. Not a whole lot being type disadvantage, but still they put in work. Perfect. Alright, we get rid of the super. And now for the fun part, we can start popping active skills here and do some real damage to the last little bit of health that is remaining on this Gotenks. So let's start by popping the Gogeta, and let's do his active. Very nice. Okay. Alright, so that's one big active done, and now everybody else gets the buff. Let's pop the Gogeta 4. Nice. And then we pop the AGL. Alright, 62 million with the crit. Alright, so I think... Okay, wow, so little bit defense there. Okay, so I think we just do this. We get 7 key spheres, right? Does that... Okay, that doesn't really affect. Alright, plus the rainbow orbs, that should be enough to... that should be enough. Alright, we'll grab the... There we go. Alright, I think that's the best we're going to get with AGL Gogeta 2. So, 2 bars. Can we do 2 bars? We got 58 million with the Gotenks. There we go. Alright. Hopefully, once again, we don't... Oh, wow. Okay. We might do this here. There we go. Come on. Give us one more. There we go. Barely a bar. Can Gogeta 4 do barely a bar here? I think he can. There we go. Additional super on the Gogeta. There we go. AGL Gogeta coming in with that 12 key to finish off the fight. Alrighty, so there you have it. There is 6 fusion characters up against the perfect cooperation Gotenks. I figured a lot of people were having trouble with this one, so I wanted to make sure got the video out here. Obviously, it's one of the later showcases we're doing, but we still got it in. So perfect cooperational battle with 6 fusion members of the team. There are a couple easier missions that you got to take care of, so we just really focused on the one that I know that people were struggling with. So guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what team did you use to clear out the fusion mission. Always interested in coming up with the crazy nature of the teams that you guys come up with for these fights. So I would love to see more in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.